Da 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 da.
Hanging out. I'm supposed to start singing the theme song every time you do it now.
Yo, it was a good week for me.
I feel like it deserves that. Just that.
You already know.
Oh, I love that 70s show.
That show was a gem. And
That show was so great.
people realize how much of a gem it was.
Right. It's always like after the show goes off, you realize how good the show is.
I'll do one better. Remember that 80s show?
You say what?
Remember that 80s show?
Yeah, it's terrible. Absolutely horrible.
The fucking word. And that's why that 70s show was iconic.
I mean, some shows you can't do that. Like, they try to do their little decade thing. It's like 80s wasn't as fun as the 70s. So, like,
Oh, for real, if they started a year before the pilot, the initial year of the pilot, it probably would have had a little more room. I felt like the end was a bit rushed, especially after Eric left.
yeah, I mean, after watching that 70s show, I feel like that was just doomed anyway. Because, like, maybe if they waited, like you said, like a year or two after it went off the air, then, who knows? Probably would have been better, but like to do that, like, as soon as the show was over.
They try to air that 80s show like around that 70s show like second to last season. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? It's not going to work.
Right.
Especially not if you have like different characters. Like we've already invested in the characters from that 70s show.
Yeah, now if they would have did like that 80s show had the same characters, it probably would have worked. I'd love to see how it made.
There are a lot of injuries this season.
Yeah. A lot of injuries and a lot of other stuff happening.
Did you watch the Lions Washingtonians game?
The what?
The Lions and the Washingtonians.
Oh, the football team? No, I did not watch that. I didn't watch it.
Because Aqib Talib was a commentator for that game. Color commentator, even. And I kind of want to know how it went. Apparently, it went horribly well. Oh, fuck yeah! Season 4 of The Crown is on Netflix. Let's fucking go.
I've been hearing about the Queen's Gambit on Netflix. People been talking about that a lot. Like, I never heard of it. But people have been talking it up. I guess it's a show about chess.
Yeah. A friend of mine, her daughter's like really into the show and is now obsessed with playing chess. That's dope as shit. That's so dope.
I feel like shows like that, when they highlight things that aren't necessarily like highlighted in the black community, makes people want to, like, I don't know anybody.
That's the thing. She's Brazilian. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, like, it's dope. Like, just in general, to show your kids something constructive and they really get into it. You know what I'm saying? It sets a precedent for what they want to do with their lives.
Correct. And also, I need to get Netflix back. I don't know how I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I need to get it. Unless I got a friend that just wants to share his Netflix.
I use Kinesis.
There we go.
So that's out the question. Sorry, buddy.
God damn it. And all my friends are terrible. None of y'all bastards would let me use a Netflix account.
Actually, the streaming services that I actually do pay for is Hulu, ESPN Plus, and ironically, WWE Network.
Wait a minute. How?
Only ironically because I have an account for me and the boys.
and you still paying on it? That's funny.
Because Lou watches wrestling from time to time. So I was like, well, whenever you get that itch, you have the network.
And you're paying for it. Wow.
And I'm paying for it. Thus, I'm not necessarily using yours anymore.
But you don't use it. That's stupid.
No,
I'm confused.
No, I use it.
So
What?
why give you my password if you have one already?
I don't anymore. So, yeah.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so confused. I don't understand. You can't just do shit like that and not tell somebody, oh yeah, I'm not on your account anymore.
Wait, you didn't notice that your account was being used less and less? You have less random shows popping up than your previously watched?
No. No, I did not.
Well, how it initially went down is that I was still using your account, but Lou and Joe wanted to watch SummerSlam, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just bring back my account, and then yeah, I just never told you about it. Sorry.
Well, thanks. That's thanks for the vital information that should have been delivered. Almost August? That's 3 months ago.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's true, show. But I need you to get the sound that says, "Wow, what an asshole."
I mean, I'm on the internet for my. Oh, all right. I still got the tab. All right, cool. Yeah. Let's do that. Where the fuck is it? Ah, there we go. Wow, what an asshole! There it is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nevertheless, how did your Eagles make out today? Well, I guess you don't want to talk about it. All right. Well, let's see. What was the final score from this past Thursday? I forget.
Don't want to talk about it.
Full scoreboard. Give me.
Wow, Breeze fumbled and still picked it up and threw it to Kamara for a touchdown.
All right, that's pretty badass. I like it. I think it's pretty cool when the fumble recovery, like, wait a fucking minute. We played last Monday, did we? We have a bye week?
I don't know.
Neither do I anymore, for being honest. Like, all right. So no, we beat the Broncos this past Sunday, and then we have a bye week this week. So no news for the Falcons.
Lucky.
So
if my news for the Eagles is Eagles suck. So And with this loss and Washington football team's loss, Dallas is hopeful again, which I do not want. So, at the same time, they can be hopeful all they want because they're just gonna get put out in the first round because the whole division is garbage anyway. So, not that it even matters. So, at this point, I feel like no one in the NFC East should go to the playoffs. Like, even if they win a division, they should just be like, yeah, no. You don't have a record.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the playoff system needs to be retooled to the point where divisional representatives.
I don't mind it being division leaders in there, but I feel like this year is gonna make their owners run on a rule that it can be division leaders unless there's a team that's on the outside looking at another division that has a better record than that team, and they can take that spot. Because having division winners is important because every division has good teams, but in a rare case like this one, all the teams in the division are trash, we can let someone else take the spot. NFC East is horrible.
Yeah. I've been telling people this for years, but no, NFC East is the best division in football. There is no division better than the NFC East.
Well, that's because we were the best division. That's because we were the best division in football for a couple of years in a row. Like a good 5. We just recently started being trash.
Listen, it was just y'all and the Giants. That's about it.
No, Dallas would be involved in it. They would be like a good team. They have some 8, 9, and 7 seasons. The football team is never in it.
Dallas makes the playoffs just to exit the playoffs.
Yes, but they still made the playoffs.
Just to
unfortunately,
they didn't need to be there and prove it.
No, they didn't.
Every time they make it there.
That's true. It's the thing,
because
but
it's never them actually being there because they deserve to be there. They're usually in the playoffs off of a technicality because the NFC East stinks.
Or because they have wins.
Weren't y'all wild cards when y'all won the Super Bowl?
Who?
The Eagles.
No, we had home field advantage.
Y'all had home field advantage?
Yeah.
Y'all the ones I could legitimately
we were underdogs because Carson wasn't there, so they had us losing every game.
Because Nick Foles.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise. So the Eagles are the only ones that could be like, all right, in the past 5 years or so, they've been good in the NFC East. The Giants have been good since Eli's retirement run.
Yeah, they weren't good when Eli was there either.
Well, they had 2 Super Bowls with Eli, so I can't say that.
2 lucky ones.
Call them what you want.
David Tyree, Mario Manningham.
Call them what you want.
They're not real.
Oh, they most certainly are real as 3 of Tom Brady's 6 Super Bowl wins. They're very much real, if I got to admit to those. Fair?
No. Eli is not good. I don't care what you're saying. I would
Eli's not good, but he's sitting on 2 Super Bowl rings, all right?
I don't care. He ain't sitting on it. The Giants' defense is sitting on it. He was just there for the ride.
Call him Trent Dilfer if you want to, but he was productive in those games when it counted.
I would never give Eli Manning credit for him.
Ever. I don't think you will because you don't like Eli Manning. That's
no. Eli Manning's not good. It's not good.
Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowl rings.
He's not a good quarterback.
Eli Manning told you that I won a Super Bowl, and you said that it was a fluke. And Eli Manning said, "Oh, it was a fluke? Well, I'll do it again."
Terry Bradshaw has 4 Super Bowls, and he's not a good quarterback either. So what is your point?
Terry Bradshaw had a super team. Eli Manning, not so much.
Eli Manning had a super defense.
But not a super team.
He had a super defense.
He had a super defense, but not a super. Again, Kenny, this is the key word here. Team. That's both offense and defense, and if you want to be an asshole about it, special teams as well. Terry Bradshaw had all aspects of the game to his disposal, to where even if Franco Harris wasn't clicking, because let's be honest, Terry Bradshaw didn't throw the ball often because it was a running league at the time, and even if he did have to throw the ball, he had John Stallworth and Lynn Swan.
Well, Eli had Plaxico Burress and Mario Manningham.
You're comparing Plaxico Burress and Mario Manningham to John Stallworth and Lynn Swan. I really want you to think this through before you answer this question, Kenny.
No, I'm just telling you what he had. It was a good offense. It was a good offense.
No,
but it was
above average.
And he had Jeremy Shockey.
That was the best player on that offense.
It doesn't matter.
I'm mistaken.
He still had a decent offense.
Who's the halfback at the time?
The dude after Tiki Barber, Brandon Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs.
He was a solid back for a couple of seasons.
It was a solid back for New York. But I don't think Brandon Jacobs would have fared well anywhere else. And that's why I think Brandon Jacobs was perfectly fine for the Giants. However, with that being said, Eli Manning only had Jeremy Shockey essentially, and flashes of Plaxico Burress.
He's not good. Why are we talking about him? He's not good.
So let's say that
I'm done talking about
Eli
this.
had to depend on the defense. You're telling me that Eli had to depend on the Giants' defense both Super Bowls? Come on.
Yes.
Come on, Kenny. Give him some credit. Give him some credit.
No, because he did. He did. First Super Bowl. Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck, O.C. Urenora.
I gotta give Tom Brady credit for at least marching the Patriots down the field before Adam Vinatieri bailed them out. Like, come on.
It's not hard to do when you're dinking and dunking the ball.
That's also true.
It's not whenever he lucky ass helmet catch should have been incomplete or intercepted by Rodney Harrison.
Hey, listen.
Ain't no hey, listen.
I don't question divine interventions.
You know what that catch symbolizes? That catch symbolizes all of Eli Manning's career. Divine intervention.
Man. Like, hey.
Eli's career is divine intervention.
Sure.
Because he needs miracles to make him look good.
I will give you that. I will most certainly give you that. Like, but it happened.
It shouldn't.
The point here, it happened.
The point is he's not good. You know, you're not doing this, bro.
Listen, man. Is he not good? Sure. I'll give you that, Kenny. I'll give you the fact that Eli Manning is not good. However, you have to figure out to a certain extent how he's not good. Because people will constantly bring up the fact that he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
And I'll constantly bring up the fact that he throws multiple turnovers in the game and throws games in the fourth quarter every time. He does that more often than not when playing.
Listen, Kenny, you were bringing up very valuable.
And he's inconsistent as hell with inaccuracy. He's inaccurate as fuck.
Sure.
He's trash.
Hey, Hey, listen.
If you were to put him on a scale, right, of 1 to 10, 10 being the absolute best and 1 being the absolute worst as far as total quarterback, Eli Manning is a -7. Okay.
So you'll take Archie Manning over Eli Manning.
Yes, I would. At least I know Archie Manning can deliver consistent passes if you give him line. Because look what he did for the Saints. Look what he did for the Saints with a terrible online. They actually won games for them.
You would take Cooper Manning, who was a
name a game.
Name
a game that Eli has won on his own. Huh?
Okay, you're telling me you take Cooper Manning, who was a receiver, over Eli Manning.
He was a quarterback first. I so real.
Oh God, you're the worst.
You want to know why? Because a Manning is a Manning, not Eli is a Manning.
Fair enough. Listen, you're making very valid points here. All right, I'm inclined to agree with you.
And plus, would you really want to see Eli after he throws that bonehead take that he always does look like this?
That's his damn face.
I'm trash. I'm just like my brother. I suck, but I get my dick sucked because I got a miracle touchdown catch with my helmet and a miracle sideline pass from Mario Manningham, who's actually good receiver. Oh, my defense bears me out. I'm Eli Manning. Look at me. I'm dumb, and I don't fit it in New York. Trash. He's trash. Eli Manning is trash.
Well, I'll text you then because we're recording right now. Actually, we'll end pre-show right now. So
yeah, Eli Manning's trash.